So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the only free effects plugins you need. First up, we're going to be stopping over at waves.com because they have released their Waves free plugin pack. It's time to up your music production game and you can do this for free. The Waves free plugin pack gives you pro level free plugins used by the world's top producers and engineers at absolutely zero cost. So these are lifetime plugins and free future updates as well. There is 9 plugins included here, including audio track, guitar solo, little tube, studio verse, audio effects and more. I'll link this page below with everything else. Everyone has a brief description here. Up next over at Mauder Production, they have the M3 Effects Bundle, the biggest and most powerful free plugins pack available. M3 Effects Bundle contains a set of audio effects which are completely free. You get 38 effects, including the M Audio Pitch, which is an automatic vocal tuning plugin, which is very handy. You also get the M compressor, M delay, M equalizer, as well as a bunch of other great ones. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to be showing you guys a ton of effect plugins in today's video, but I'm not saying get every single one of them. I'm saying pick the best ones and add them to your arsenal. Nobody needs, 10, 15 different reverbs or EQs or anything like that. Just pick your favorite ones and compile them that way. Up next over at Newfangle Audio, they have the Obliterate, which is an OTT distortion filter. So this one looks like inside of your DAW, presets in the middle here. Got a ton of them there. Here's a loop we're going to be using with this one. I really love this one. It kind of twists and mangles those bass lines there, and I find it very, very handy. I don't always use it 100%. I always dial it back a little bit because I don't know, I think those really overpowering, bit crushing, distorted ones and really mess up my mix. But I do use this, but I do dial it back a fair bit as well. Up next over at Spectral Plugins, as you may know, they have gone out of business, so their paid for plugins are now free downloads, particularly the OCS 45, which is a cassette tape simulator, like a lo-fi type of plugin, and their Spacer plugin, which is an absolutely awesome reverb delay granular type of plugin. This is the OCS 45, the cassette simulation. This is a loop we're going with. And here is Spacer, presets in the middle here, ton of presets to go through, as well as a bunch of effects here which you can tweak and manipulate to make your own presets. And you can roll the dice here to randomize all of these parameters as well to make even more unique presets. love messing with the grain reverb. It adds something different, like a really lovely texture. What I really love about this plugin is that you can go as big as you want, get really dreamscapey, or just be really minimal as well and just add like a little room reverb to your loops. Bless me. Hay fever season. So today's video is sponsored by DistroKid. DistroKid is the one-stop shop to get all of your music onto the top streaming websites like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and more. What I love about DistroKid is that you get unlimited uploads and you get to keep 100% of your earnings. And it has more features than any other music distributor. Pay only $19.99 to upload unlimited albums and songs for the whole year and get it into stores 10 to 20 times faster than any other distributor. I used to use other distributors which used to charge you for every upload that you did, and then every 1 year anniversary of that upload you'd have to pay again to keep it up on their website, and it just wasn't sustainable for me. Just so you know, practice what I preach. I have a ton of songs uploaded with DistroKid. I've uploaded 2 or 3 already this year, and I used to upload with DistroKid before they even approached me to sponsor any videos. What I love about DistroKid is that they not only get your music onto those streaming websites, but they help you promote your music and keep on top of analytics as well. So they'll connect you to your Spotify for artists, which will help you look at your analytics, where your players coming from, where your views coming from, which locations, etc, etc, which I think is really, really important to analyze all of your analytics after you've uploaded the track, so you can see where you're doing well and what's going on and where. You can also connect to your TikTok artist account as well, which will unlock a brand new tab on your TikTok, which will show all of your new music, which is pretty awesome, as well as connect you to your Apple Music for artists as well, which is the same as Spotify. Really, it keeps you up to date with all of your analytics over on Apple Music. If you do want to join myself and thousands of others by joining DistroKid, feel free to use my 7% discount code. It's in the description below. Up next, over at Initial Audio, they have the Initial Clipper, which is a free soft clipper plugin. This will work with a lifetime of free updates as well. Initial Clipper is a free soft clipper plugin which prevents your audio signal from going above 0 decibels. It does this by smoothing the peaks with soft clipping, starting from the threshold. The faster and higher the peaks, the more you need to bring down the threshold to get a pleasing sound. If you do want this, I'll leave this with everything else in the description below. Up next, over at Isotope, they have a collection of free effects plugins as well. They have the Ozone 11 EQ for free, as well as the Audio Lens Vocal Doubler, Trash Light, which is another awesome plugin to mangle and manipulate your bass lines. I really love that one as well. I actually used the Trash plugin, the full version, but the light version is awesome as well. And you have the vinyl and ozone imager here as well. Oh, and by the way, we are moving so close to the 100,000 subscriber mark, and we are looking to do a massive 100k giveaway here on the channel. So just quickly, if you can, check if you're subscribed and you have that notification bell turned on, so when I do the giveaway video, you won't miss it and you will be able to get involved. So just a quick check now would be awesome. Next up, over at Freak Show Industries, they have a ton of great free effects plugins over there. I say free, you'll see what I mean. So they have their new Vaporware series, and they have the Pocket Dimension, they had the Mishby and the Backmask, as well as the Dumpster Fire and this smasher here. I believe it's not out yet. Yeah, I don't think that one's out yet. One of my all-time favorite Freak Show Industry plugins is the Backmask. What you have to do is click onto it and you will be presented with the $20 mark here. You can buy it or steal it. Now this way it gets a bit complicated because technically it is free, but you have to click steal, and then they'll say, well, you sure you just want to pay a little bit more? And I stress, if you can afford it and you do want to contribute towards the Freak Show Industries, pay. But if you literally can't afford it and you need to get it for free, this is a way to do it. They ask you why you want it for free. I click I just don't give a F, and then I click steal, and then you'll have to register and you will get that free download and the free license key as well. So this is what the Backmask plugin will look like inside of your door, like some Illuminati confirmed bad dream backrooms type of stuff. I don't know, man, that's kind of like my thing. I like this kind of aesthetic, which is a bit weird, but yeah, I like this kind of stuff. I think it's pretty cool. So this is the loop we're going to throw in here. turn on backmask. And as you can hear there, straight away, it just adds something different. It takes a loop, which many people could be using if you've got it from like Splice or somewhere. And it kind of makes it almost unique instantly by doing that reverse effect there. And you can twiggle and tap these different dials and faders over here, which can get very, very interesting. So yeah, it definitely gets very interesting and very, very cool. Absolutely love this plugin. Love the company as well, Freak Show Industries. Can't wait for their new stuff to be coming out soon, hopefully. Up next over at Valhalla, they have their Supermassive, which is OG at this point. I think a lot of people already know about this. But the great thing about the Valhalla Supermassive is that they keep adding new presets. As you can see here with their new Pleiades presets, which came out recently. This way looks like inside of your door. And as you can see here, the recent ones was the late 2024 presets here. So here's the loop we're going to be using. So as the name might imply, you can get huge, massive types of reverbs, or you can get tiny reverbs as well, and echoes, as you can see right here. Go from small to massive. But yeah, the presets, the fact that they keep updating it and it's a free plugin is quite amazing, to be fair. So definitely worth getting if you ask me. Also over at Valhalla, they have the free frequency echo as well. Free echo is perfect for dub, Doctor Who, and all of your psychedelic needs. If you do want to grab that, I'll leave it below as well. Up next over at Cymatics, they have the Deja Vu plugin. This is their time warping effects plugin for dreamlike sounds. Most people will just know it for giving that halftime effect. So this is the loop we're going to be using. I think it's so cool because if you want to make a quick B section or you want a change of melody, this is just such an easy way to kind of switch it up instantly. As you can hear there, one could be used for maybe a chorus and one could be used for the verse there. And it's just as simple as throwing this bad boy on there. And you can change the bar settings here, but most of the time I just leave it as is. Also over at Cymatics, they have their Origin plugin. What exactly is Origin? Origin is a vintage / lo-fi plugin created to make your samples sound like they are straight out of an old tape machine. So this is what it looks like inside of your door. Comes with a ton of presets in the top right hand corner here, as well as obviously you can dial these knobs here to kind of craft your own. Here's the loop. think that's really awesome. Makes any kind of melody or loop just sound old and crippled, and you can dial it back and as forward as much as you want to get that sweet spot. But yeah, I really love this plugin for that kind of stuff, just to kind of degrade the sound. Up next, over at Kilohertz, they have the Kilohertz Essentials. This is another bundle or collection of effects plugins for free. They have a ton over here. How many is here? This is another great one because they still keep adding new ones as well. They have a ton over here. I'm not sure how many is here, but there is some really, really good ones in here as well. Their reverser is pretty good. I use that often. What else do I use? Pitch shifter is pretty cool. Tape Star is a nice little utility as well. But yeah, a ton of great effects plugins here for free, which they keep adding to. Over at Tokyo Dawn, they have the TDR Nova. Nova is a parallel dynamic equalizer appearing in the familiar layout of a parametric equalizer. Each band also includes a full featured dynamics section, allowing the processor to cover an impressively wide range of applications. Up next is the Shine Reverb plugin. Customized reverb like never before. Shine is their first free standalone VST plugin, including a wide variety of knobs and nodes to manipulate, each stacking up to create a truly unique reverb experience. Here it is inside of your DAW. Looks minimal, but the sound you can get out of it and the rooms and atmospheres, it's pretty cool. I like to throw one shots in here rather than full loops, but you can do that. But because I like to have bigger kind of reverbs within this plugin, I prefer just throwing one shots. And what I would do with that is kind of flatten it and make it into some kind of texture behind my production. So it's very, very good for like background textures. Up next, over at Plugin Alliance, they have the PA-free music plugins for mixing, mastering, and music production. 19 free music plugins for mixing, mastering, and production as free VSTs and all major DAW formats. So this is another collection or bundle. Like I said earlier in the video, do not download every single one of these free effects plugins. You won't need them all. So just pick bits of what you like and kind of put together your own kind of collection. You literally don't need all of these VST plugins. Nobody needs that many, but I'm just showing you the best free ones in my opinion to give you a good starting point. But here are the plugins that are involved in this one. You have a chorus plugin here, distortion plugins here, meter plugin, and a tuner plugin, as well as others. Up next, over at Slate Digital, they have their Fresh Air Effect plugin, which is a bit of an OG now as well, because literally everybody uses it. Add the smoothest high end you've ever heard without even a hint of harshness. Fresh Air is a dynamic high frequency processor that breathes new life into your mix with just 2 knobs. I've actually got a relatively new laptop, and this is one of the plugins I've not had a chance to re-download yet, but I did used to use it all of the time. Basically, if you've got any kind of sounds or loops that sound a bit dull, if you throw this on there, it could be vocals, instruments, anything like that, it literally will just, it sounds fresh, it sounds cleaner, it sounds brighter, if that makes sense. It really livens it up. So it's pretty awesome in that respect. So it's definitely worth adding to your arsenal as well, in my opinion. Up next is the JST Black Box. Watch the video here.
The ultimate tool to impress your clients without changing your mix is finally here. Introducing the world's first plugin that smashes revisions while doing absolutely nothing to your audio, JST Black Box. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would you want a plugin that doesn't actually do anything? Well, let me tell you why it's such a game changer. Are you tired of dealing with clients who don't know the first thing about mixing but insist on making changes to your already perfect mix? With JST Black Box, you can finally put an end to those frustrating conversations once and for all. This plugin is designed to look like it's doing some crazy stuff to your mix, but in reality, it doesn't actually change anything. With 9 different modules, each with different names like Deep End and Master Blaster, you can turn them to your heart's content without actually altering your perfect mix in any significant way. And it looks expensive, which is all you really need to make it believable.
So yeah, this one's a bit of a joke, but I thought it was pretty awesome. It was actually an April Fool's joke a few years ago by these guys. So technically it's an effect plugin, and if you do need it because some of your artists are giving you a headache in the studio, I'll definitely leave it below as well. Pretty unfortunate, but it doesn't actually do anything because the GUI on this is pretty cool. To be fair, it looks like it would do a bunch of stuff and it would sound awesome. Just a little jokey one at the end there. Oh, and by the way, if you think that I have missed any great free effects plugins, please let me know in the comments section below and maybe I'll add them to a future list. So if you do have a bit of a budget, up next over at iZotope, they have just released their new reverb plugin called Equinox, and I actually show this as well as some freebies over in this video as well. Be safe, be productive, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.